Hey everybody, I haven't done a video for a while, so I wanted to show you a tip that you may know, but I just recently learned and I love it. Who are my bakers? Anybody like to do your baking? Well, you know, the traditional way of getting your pans prepared is to grease them and then flour, and then that makes a mess. You get it everywhere, all over you. Well, sometimes I used to use Baker's Joy. This one expired quite a while ago, so I shouldn't even have this in my counter or in my cabinet, but it is nasty. When you go to spray it, it all builds up there. No, this is going in the trash now. What we are going to do is make our own homemade Baker's Joy that will stay in your refrigerator as long as until you need it. So what we're going to start with is 1/4 of a cup of Crisco, or baking or shortening, whatever brand you like. And I've got mine measured in our small measure-all cup. So we're just going to use a baggie to mix all this up. So we're just going to squeeze that into there. This is just such a cool trick. I love this. And then we're going to add 1/4 of a cup, and it doesn't have to be 1/4 of a cup. So it's like just equal portions. So I'm just doing 3/4 of a cup altogether. So 1/4 of a cup of shortening, 1/4 of a cup of vegetable oil, and last, let me reach, excuse me, to get my flour. So we need 1/4 of a cup of flour. And I love these stackable measuring cups. So we're just going to reach in there, level off 1/4 of a cup, throw that in the bag. And the next thing we have to do is, this is the fun part, is just mush it all together. Just mush it up and get it good and mixed up. And there we go. That is easy and fun. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze all this into my 1 cup prep bowl, because it has the lid, and I can just store that in the refrigerator. When I want to use it, which I am going to be baking some muffins in a little bit, I'll just use my silicone basting brush to push that on, and the rest of it will be in there. So let's just get this going. I'm going to grab my scissors and cut a little corner so I can squeeze it into my container. And it's that simple. So look at that, how that, ooh, I kind of missed the hole, but there you go. I've never claimed to be neat in the kitchen. I've always said I can cook fast or I can cook neat. And that includes baking and prepping and everything else. So this is my homemade Baker's Joy, ready for whenever. And I think because I have a little bit left and I'm going to go ahead and use it in this pan, I'm going to go ahead and squeeze what extra little bit I can get out into the pan. So again, a great baking tip as the holidays approach. Use my little basting brush. Mix that all in there. I don't have flour going everywhere, all over me and my cabinets. And this is good to go. Give me a little dab more there. And there is homemade Baker's Joy. Put that lid on. Let me wipe that little edge off there where I missed it. And now you may want to go ahead and mark this. I'm going to get one of those removable markers and put on here, because it could be confused with bacon grease, so you don't want to get that mixed up when you're doing your cooking. So thanks. I hope you enjoyed this tip.